I am convinced that if this generation was faced with the zombie apocalypse, that there would be zombie rights activists.
And Zoran Mandani says he's a Democrat socialist, but his ideas like government-ran grocery stores, free buses, free childcare.
The buses was free anyway. That's how you know he not from New York. If you from New York, MTA is free. We do not pay for no MTA. We jump in turnstiles, we get it on the bus, back door, front door, it don't matter. So I don't know what the f he talking about. It's free. That shit been free.
So would that make him a communist in your eyes with all that free stuff, wanting to give away free bus rides?
It makes
stores?
him a fucking idiot. The shit he's talking about, we do anyway under any policy. That's not some monumental change. This shit been free. Anybody who's from New York knows MTA is free. We do not pay for MTA. What is it? $2.75 now? No, it's 0.0.
So that just proves that he's not a real New Yorker?
Yeah, what the f? Everybody in New York knows MTA is free. He think he doing something. That's common knowledge. If you vote for him, and that's one of the reasons motherfuckers is voting for him, then you should be banned from New York. Like, you're just not sturdy here. That shit, nah.
I just Googled Mandani's career history. This guy has no business running as the mayor of New York. Just FYI.
You can't make this up.
Congratulations, New York. You just elected a man who promised that he was going to pay all of your bills using the money from anyone who makes over $1 million a year. So before we fast forward to the oops, we're broke part of this story, let's talk some numbers. Currently, there are roughly 80 to 90,000 millionaires that live in New York City and about 125 billionaires. And between those two groups, they already cover about 48% of all of the city income taxes. But now Mandani would like to jack up their taxes another 2%, as well as hike up corporate rate taxes on top of it. And y'all are all out here thinking that he sounds like Robin Hood. But here's what's actually happening. 10 to 15% of those millionaires are already planning to leave. Another 10 to 15% of the billionaires are shifting residency or moving operations out of the city. And another 3 to 5% of major companies are preparing to relocate entirely. Sorry, I left my crayons at home for this one, but that is a guesstimated $1.3 to $2.4 billion in lost tax revenue every single year. And when that money walks out the door, the city is not going to be chasing the rich. It's going to be chasing you. Because when the top leaves, the bill always trickles down. So when your rent starts to climb and your city taxes rise and your grocery bill goes up again, it's not because the rich got greedier. It's because your mayor ran the investors, the jobs, and the tax base out of town. And the only thing that's left to tax then is you.
Not only do we have a lot of people fleeing New York, but we have cops and firefighters quitting as well. I give New York 6 months. You see, the biggest problem with socialism is that you will eventually run out of other people's money. Now, in today's video, I want to give you guys the current events about what's going down in New York City. And you guys comment down below what you guys think.
The name is Mandani, M-A-M-D-A-N-I. The name is Mandani, M-A-M-D-A-N-I.
Who are you voting for mayor?
I am voting Mandani
And why?
because he's the most obvious choice.
What makes him an obvious choice for you?
It's just like, I'm trying to think. This reminds me of a certain comedy sketch where the comedian was like, we could either vote in one guy and he's gonna give everybody free houses, free rent, and he's gonna give everybody a Lamborghini, or we could vote in somebody who's gonna burn down the city. That's why I'm voting Mandani, because I'm voting for the guy who give me the Lamborghini.
Yeah, so you think Mandani's like just gonna give you guys everything?
Not everything. I'm saying it's the most obvious choice.
What do you think is gonna happen with government-run grocery stores and free buses? Do you think that sounds like a good idea?
That does sound like a good idea.
And freezing the rent?
That does sound like a good idea.
What if they have to freeze the rent to the point where eventually then the landlord's not able to come in and fix the washer and make a profit on his own lease?
That's their problem.
The entitlement of low achievers is incredible. This sums up 90% of Democratic voters. Zero common sense. The fact that people like this get to vote is what's scary and upsetting. She unironically does not know she's voting to burn down the city.
But when this brother said that, what you were saying is nobody needs to make more than a certain amount of money. Who the hell are you to say that? This is America. That's not going to fly. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, the Democrats, if AOC and Mandani and people like and Bernie Sanders, if folks like that take over the Democratic Party, one or two things happening. The Democratic Party is toast, or America is.
What do you think will happen in New York City if and when Mandani is potentially elected?
I mean, dude, it can be, I don't like using terms of hyperbole or exaggeration, but it can be as bad as people think it can be, okay? You're talking about someone who is targeting the 1% or the 2%, or even folks that are making just $1 million a year. I'll break that down for you. 80% of millionaires in New York and in the entire United States are self-made. It's one thing if he's only targeting the billionaires and then you have a good faith dispute. He's targeting folks that believed and bought into the American dream and are nothing but value add producers to New York City. They help out their communities, they feed their employees, they feed their families, and the 1% of New Yorkers gives 48% of New York City's tax base. So if he's pushing these folks out, and again, setting the billionaires aside, self-made millionaires who are employing hardworking folks, if he pushes them out and continues the mass exodus of folks leaving of Florida, there won't be any tax base to fund all these projects, these utopian projects, these pie-in-the-sky projects that he is telling and lying to everyone that he says he'll fund. There will be dust in his hands.
Are free buses worth getting rid of the rich here?
Absolutely not. Look, there's a good faith debate that you guys can have as to whether free buses and free subways and free transportation can come. Obviously, that term free is loaded. But the way he is proposing it by demonizing certain classes and certain sects and certain factions who are only value-producing folks in New York City is what we call a demagogue, is what we call a charlatan. He is a fraud. He has been demonstrated as a fraud at every iteration throughout his entire campaign.
Guys, is it just me or liberals are ruining these states on purpose? New York, California, every single ghetto in America is under the Democratic Party. Guys, nothing in life is free. I don't get why people don't understand this basic concept. Free buses equals mobile homeless shelters. Just have a look at this.
Mandani says he wants free buses. What's your opinion on free buses?
It's going to be overcrowded. We had free buses before the 116. It didn't work out too well.
If the buses are free, bus drivers are more vulnerable to assault.
Yeah, because sometimes a passenger can get mad or upset because they couldn't get to their destination, wherever it is that they got to go, and the bus driver can get assaulted.
And who pays for the free buses? We heard it's $800 million.
The taxpayers.
Unfortunately, people don't pay now getting on the bus.
But who pays us then? What happens to us?
So are free buses a good idea for New York?
No.
You agree with Western values?
Yeah, of course.
So why does the West allow you to marry your mother?
I mean, in Islam, a lot of these countries, you marry children.
But I'm saying, okay, would you rather marry your mother or would you rather marry a child? Huh?
Neither.
Huh?
Wait,
I'm saying,
neither?
By the way, in Islam, we don't believe in child marriage. Can you provide your evidence as to we marry children?
What's the age of consent in, I think, Iraq or Iran? It's like 12.
Iraq isn't a Muslim country. Neither is Iran.
It's
not a Muslim country.
What religion are they?
They claim to be Shias. Shias are not Muslim. We don't believe they're Muslim. They're Shias.
Well, I mean, you guys don't, but like, they claim they're Muslim.
So one second. So are you Christian?
No, I'm not.
So what do you believe?
I'm not religious.
So why doesn't Belgium? Why does Belgium allow you to marry? Why do most European countries allow you to marry your mother?
Wait, so if you don't agree with Western values, why do you guys live in a Western country?
Yeah, because we want to be here. Is that a problem?
Well, I'm asking you if you don't agree with the value.
No, but I'm saying he's clearly.
I'd rather answer his questions.
No, but he's trying to clip farm. That's what I'm trying to say.
I know, that's fine.
That angry little chihuahua hates the West, but lives in the West.
Muslims need to be deported and banned from Western society. Every single last one of them. And if you're gonna come into my comments and say, oh, Nathan, that's not very loving and Christian of you, piss off. Unfollow me and piss off. Yes, we're supposed to love everybody. That doesn't mean we're supposed to be stupid and commit suicide. Nobody with 2 functioning brain cells allows an enemy into their home. You don't open your door to somebody that means you harm and say, oh, I'm being loving. No, you're an idiot. Get this through your head, all right? Muslims don't assimilate. Wherever Muslims go, they do not assimilate to the culture or the society that they live in. They have allegiance to only one thing, and that is their own laws, their religious laws. Their religion comes number one, and they are doing everything they can to bring their laws and their customs and overtake ours.
It's an invasion, not immigration. Now, guys, for this next clip, I want you to listen to Charlie Kirk, and may his soul rest in peace. I want you guys to comment down below what you guys think. Is he right or is he wrong?
The spiritual battle is coming to the West, and the enemies are wokeism or Marxism combining with Islamism to go after what we call the American way of life. And the American way of life is very simple. I want to be able to get married, buy a home, have kids, allow them to ride their bike till the sun goes down, send them to a good school, have a low-crime neighborhood, not to have my kid be taught the lesbian, gay, transgender garbage in their school, while also not having them have to hear the Muslim call to prayer 5 times a day. That's important. We want the American way of life, which is, by the way, Christendom. Christians, our sacrifice, our toil, our vision, the outgrowth of the scriptures gave us Western civilization. And this is where I think is a great rallying cry. Doesn't matter if you're Hispanic, doesn't matter if you're Asian, doesn't matter if you're black or white. Everybody, if you are Christian and Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, these two threats are combining forces to come after us. And it's time that the church stands and rises up against it.
Who are you voting for mayor?
It doesn't matter who you want to be mayor. You vote for who you don't want to be mayor. And you do not want Zoran Mandani, whatever his name is, to be anywhere close to that office. There are like easily 3 distinct reasons, but really more, that you do not want that. And people don't understand what it's like to elect a Muslim socialist until they elect a Muslim socialist. You could ask our friends in London, how many years has Sadiq Khan been mayor there? How's that going?
What do you think will happen in New York City if Zoran does win?
You know, there'll be a few immediate things. One, if you're Jewish or Christian, you're going to feel extremely unsafe. You're going to be looking at a lot of these sort of Muslim street and Antifa style element behaving like complete animals because they no longer have any limitations. The police are on their side, right? Second of all, you're going to see tremendous crime. Those same liberal white girls that are probably going to be why Mandani wins, if he does, are going to be the first on the chopping block. And it's going to be awfully satisfying, grimly so, when they're the ones getting sexually harassed in the subway, because guess what? They're the first in line. Because there's no one protecting them, and they're gonna wonder about their vote at that point. But of course, by then,
Why do you say awfully satisfying?
Huh?
Why do you say awfully satisfying?
Because it's there is something deeply satisfying about someone facing the unintended consequences of their actions. I don't find it satisfying because I like it; it's horrendous. But the fact that they actively voted for this while claiming people like myself and yourself are racist, are fascist, are Nazis. Let's see if they think that way still when they're getting sexually assaulted by some guy who should either be in prison or mental asylum. Cuomo's not great. I never thought in a million years I would advocate for Cuomo. He killed all those people with the nursing homes. He was just kind of just a long time. His dad, I think, was, if I recall correctly, was governor. Like, he's a long time political hack. But I'll take a political Democrat hack over a Muslim socialist.
You guys want to know what's interesting? Liberals voting for a Muslim is absolutely insane. Like, do they not know what Muslims do to gay people? Imagine being so deranged that you vote against your own interest just to stick it to Trump. You know, my favorite part is going to be when these people are in trouble and they call the police and they forget they voted to abolish them.
Mandani is practicing taqiyya.
1,000%. 1,000%.
He's presenting
dude, the
as
Muslims are laughing at you guys. Like, this is the funniest thing. Like, dude, give it 50 more years, entire New York's gonna be Muslim, and then before you know it's gonna be Sharia courts, and then like y'all are. It's like it's like shooting yourself in the foot. Like I can't even believe. And like you see Europe. You look at Europe, it's happening right now, and then you're like, oh, let's just do it here in New York. Like, it's like, no, like you have to stop. Like, obviously taqiyya is working and they're doing an amazing job at it and they're fooling everyone. Like, and all the Muslims are like so happy that's happening. Like, this is the best thing that could happen in Islam. And he's gonna win because we're too stupid. Like, no matter how many times ex-Muslims will say taqiyya is a real thing, they are lying to you. They will take over within 100 years. No one's going to listen because we just assume that our God is the same as their God. We just assume that their God will tell them not to lie, but their God tells them to lie. That's the difference.
But are you could it be that someone like a Mandani, he's Muslim, he's a practicing Muslim, self-professed, you know, he avowed, that's what he is. But maybe in the back of his mind, he's like, I'll be practicing Muslim and I'll tolerate other people, but the more he leads, the more for him to practice, he has to dominate. But that, I mean, I'm just saying, could it be in the back of his mind, there's a duplicity in his own mind where he doesn't realize that he's not intentionally practicing takia, is what I'm saying. Or you think, no, it's like, this is a strategy.
I don't think you realize how bad it is. I don't think like they talk about it openly. Like they'll literally be like, guys, we have to go out and say like we love the gays so that we can take over the West, and then as soon as we take over, we'll kill the gays.
Liberalism is the Trojan horse of Islam. America is going to go through what Europe went through. Like, have we not learned what happened in Europe? Just take a look at this.
Africa, this is not Africa, this is Europe, mate. This is Europe. Who made Europe? Yeah, you're destroying it. Unbelievable, mate, unbelievable. Who made Europe? Huh? You're destroying it. Destroying Europe. That's what you're doing.
It's okay.
Yeah. Keep on going, keep on going. Keep on going. Who made Europe? Go back then. So these days, this is Brussels, people. This is Europe. European capital. That's what it is. Yeah? Nothing more, nothing less. Bienvenue à Bruxelles. One thing, mate. One thing, mate.
Who would you guys rather vote for? Somebody who's going to defund the police or somebody who's going to add more police officers? And would you rather vote for somebody who's going to raise the taxes on the rich or not raise the taxes on the rich?
I say that
I say raise the taxes and more police.
more police to up. Not like that, but like.
Are the YNs getting dangerous?
Yeah, they're getting real dangerous. I was on the L train the other day, and they was just flashing guns, and I was like, they must put a stop to this.
Wait, New York's a gun-free zone now. People have guns in New York?
Guys, I really hope I'm wrong here, but to be honest, I think New York is cooked. New York is going to burn down, become a third world country, and the residents are to blame.
So now that Mandani won New York City mayoral race, here's a question I got for you. Who do you think's moving to New York City? Who's actually moving? Not forget about the people that are moving out. 756,000 families are definitely thinking about moving out of New York City. No. Who's moving to New York City? You may say nobody. You're wrong. A lot of people will. But you know what type of people? Let's go through it together. You think job creators are moving to New York City? Probably not. You think investors are moving to New York City? Probably not. You think families who want safety for their kids and the criminals to be kept into prison are going to be going to New York City? No. You think people that are pro Second Amendment, safety, low taxes are going to be moving to New York City? No. But who will be moving to New York City? If you're a criminal, it's a great time to move to New York City. Think about it. He wants to let people out of prison. Guess what? I'm not telling you to move there, but it's a great policy. If you're somebody that doesn't want to work at all and you just want entitlement programs, this is a massive opportunity to move to New York City. Massive opportunity to move to New York City. If you're an illegal immigrant, are you kidding me? Like this is heaven for you. He will protect you. Move to New York City. He will protect you. He's for you. So I think New York City is about to have a net migration increase, not decrease. Everyone's thinking they're going to lose people. They're not going to lose people. It's about to increase. Let me tell you what type of people are going to move there. All of those people we just talked about. FYI, I'm Armenian and a Syrian. You know when Armenians left Iran or Lebanon or Armenia, where they moved to? Glendale. And we all moved because we felt safer there. You know what type of people are going to move to New York City? People who are democratic socialists, people who are Muslims. I would feel safe there if he's the mayor. And people who are wanting entitlement programs. This guy's been raised by a rich family. Mom made money, dad's made money, and entitled. It's kind of cool. So guess what? To all the criminals, those who want entitlement programs, and illegal immigrants, you officially have a great city to move to. It's called New York City.
New York City is now the Gotham City. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.